ARCANE ENERGIZE is the most sought-out arcane in Warframe. It's valued by some Warframe players as the most important arcane. And when it comes to in-game currency values, the arcane is one of the most expensive in the game. But what if I told you that you don't really need ARCANE ENERGIZE in your build? In fact, there are lots of alternatives available right now for energy maintenance. And in the upcoming Tekrot Encore update, ARCANE ENERGIZE prices might get more cheaper because of a new arcane that can possibly solve energy problems universally, and as well as add decent survivability to your Warframes. The legendary arcane provides a 60% chance to gain additional energy for you and nearby allies within 15 meters whenever you pick up an energy orb. It was so busted back then since it has no limits and you will have overflowing energy in your Warframe. However, the arcane got nerf and Digital Extremes imposed a 15-second cooldown before you can activate its energy restoration effect again. The arcane is still great despite of the nerf, but honestly, it's not the only solution to maintain your energy in the game. Do take note that there are tricks that can solve your energy problems, and one of them is using the Xenorix Focus with its Wellspring skill, and the Energy Pulse passive that grants 50% additional energy over 5 seconds. However, this will lock you into using Xenuric, and there are cases wherein you need the Madurai Focus to increase the lethality of your operator's Void Beam. Or, you might need the defense stripping of the Unairu Focus, which will force you to use another energy restore trick. If you are using a tanky Warframe, then using the Rage or Hunter Adrenaline mod will also solve your energy problems. The only downside about these mods right now is that shield gating does exist, and there will be a couple of seconds invulnerability that will negate you from actively replenishing your energy through this energy restore mods. There's also the Violet Archon Shard trick now that gives you the equilibrium effect, and this might become more popular in the upcoming Tekrot Encore update. The thing is, your Warframe can pick health orbs even if you are at full health now while equilibrium or anything with the same mechanic is in your loadout. This means that you can convert those health orbs dropped by enemies to energy effectively without using ARCANE ENERGIZE. But, like any other method, this also has a downside, and that is the amount of health orb dropped by enemies. Take note that it's based on chance, and only looter Warframes such as Korra, Necros, or even Atlas with the Orgaze augment can constantly give you health orb drops and take full advantage of the equilibrium effect. My most desperate method is using the Helminth system, and subsuming Varuna's Lycath's Hunt ability to increase the chance of health orb drops. There are also other options in the Helminth system, such as subsuming Protea's Dispensary in your Warframe that grants energy orbs and empowered health orbs that can also be converted by the equilibrium effect. And finally, you can use the Nourish ability to increase the restoration of all energy sources. This works in almost every energy method we have discussed, and it even works with ARCANE ENERGIZE. In my case, I pair this with the Xenuric Focus sometimes to give me overflowing energy. But, like everything else, using a different method for energy maintenance will cost you to sacrifice something in your setup, which is why some players prefer just to use ARCANE ENERGIZE as it only needs one arcane slot and it fixes all their energy problems. The only way that ARCANE ENERGIZE can be dethroned is that if a Warframe arcane will be added in the game, which will give us energy maintenance, and we might finally get one in the next update. The recent dev stream revealed a new arcane called Universal Fallout that possibly can compete with the energy maintenance efficiency of ARCANE ENERGIZE. So, the description of the arcane says that each radiation status inflicted on enemies gives a chance to drop a universal orb on enemy death. We don't know exactly how much is the chance given to drop universal orb right now, but this arcane is special. Take note that the description specified that for every radiation status, you get a chance to get universal orbs. This means that any radiation status from any sources counts as a way to activate the arcane, not only on Warframe abilities and your weapons, but possibly with companions modded with radiation. This means that we can use a companion, such as the Diriga, to proc radiation element to enemies and use this arcane. Also, a mechanical hound with the Synergize Prospectus mod will be valuable for this synergy. And with these items alone, we might finally solve any energy problems without the help of ARCANE ENERGIZE. Not to mention that ARCANE Universal Fallout speaks of dropping universal orbs, which doesn't just restore energy, but also your health. When you pair this with one violet Archon shard that grants the equilibrium effect, then you can unlock more benefit from the arcane. You can use this to gain constant armor with the health conversion mod that grants damage reduction to your health, get the maximum health buff from Arcane Blessing, or simply just restore health with Arcane Pulse. If you don't know, universal orbs in the game can trigger the effect of both energy orbs and health orbs, and it activates all the effects of the items and Warframe ability that you can see in your screen. Basically, the new Arcane Universal Fallout is just like Arcane Energize with added benefit. But I'm still crossing my fingers if this will be a good replacement, as we still don't know the percentage drop chance of the Universal Orbs. We might get to see 25% at max rank, but I'm worried that it will be lower than that. However, I'm optimistic with this Arcane, as it's considered a late-game item and can only be farmed in the new Temporal Archimedia mission. It would probably take weeks to finally get a max rank of the Arcane, and I'm hoping that Digital Extremes will be generous on the Universal Orb drop chance. So, that's all about it for the video, and now, let's get into the important message that I needed to share with you. Lately, I've been trying my best to use my own voice in my videos, but there are some people who are saying that they can't understand some of the words I say. I can't deny that, as I got a really strong accent and English is not my native language. My goal is to always give you the best guide in any games so you can enjoy playing it even more. With this in mind, I am using voiceovers in my videos so I can deliver the message I want to share clearly. I also would just like to clear all those allegations that I am using other AI tools to create my videos. This is a big fat lie, as from the very start of my journey, I do everything except for the voiceovers. I am the one recording all the footages. I am also the one doing the scripts and the video editing. It's a one-man show, which is kind of ironic for calling this channel Grind Hard Squad. This is because in the past, I have a couple of friends that helped me manage the channel, but ended up betraying me and hacking my Reddit account, my Twitter, and as well as my Discord. I have kept this quiet for several years because it's my personal problem and I don't want anyone to get involved. However, it affected me as a content creator to the point that I have lost confidence on the things that I love to do. Content creation is my passion and I consider is as my craft. This is what I considered myself good at, and I have never complained about burnout because I'm always aiming for improvement. I may have lost a couple of thousands of subscribers due to these constant changes I'm doing in my channel, but I gain a lot personally by learning and improving. Rest assured that every details you see and hear on my videos are all factual and based on my experience playing the game. Finally, I want to address the person who are pretending to be me and scamming people on Discord that they have won a giveaway courtesy of Grind Hard Squad. I know that these are the same people who ruined my other social media platforms, and I should be mad, but deep in my heart, I really feel sorry for these folks. All my new social media handles are listed in the video description below, and please don't entertain anyone claiming to be me. As for those people doing it, don't treat my kindness as weakness. I've been silent for years because the drama is not worth it.